of like headlocks and stuff like that, but yo, in Greco, like there is a time and place, and there is a great time and place in any type of folk style match. You just cannot teach like young kids to grow up and just be successful with only a headlock, you know? So that's like what I'm real weary of. But there's a time and place in any type of martial arts as well, you know, MMA, you see it in jiu-jitsu, you see it in judo. Headlock is like a standard throw in any type of sport, all right? So what we're gonna work on while we have groups still working on the crash pad, we're gonna transition into our headlocks now. There's a couple things we need to talk about because like my little dudes, Waylon and Talon, they're over there doing acrobatics, slamming the hell out of each other on the regular mat. There's a difference between like getting after it and just trying to roll into some things. Be easy on your partners. I'm not trying to tell you to like to sissify everything, but like make sure we're not slamming people on this hard mat as hard as we can when we're working moves, all right? But we're here, we're pummeling, and the number one time to hit a headlock is when you really need one. When you really need one is when somebody takes your body right here, okay? When somebody takes your body, you've got to kind of panic a little bit, all right? Because you've seen what could happen. From here, yeah, I'd like to clear him away from me and get my hips back and not let that happen, but that's not always the scenario, so we have to go from there. From there, what I look for is how hard can I get a hip through to either side and club this big long neck off his body with a headlock. All right, what I'm gonna do is he's gonna snatch me up, start trying to get me off my feet, and I'm gonna throw my hip through. I'm gonna aim at the base of his neck. If I aim too high, he'll just duck it, and then we're in a bad situation. Aim at the base of his neck. Aim low on it right here. Work your hip through, and go. You took that well. It's so important to get your butt to the sky and work your hip through on your headlock. We're here, I think I'm in trouble. I work through, I get it all the way through. I slow it down, I pull, and I go. Now, some of the best headlocks are thrown off of that right there, off of that setup, okay? And off of underhooks, and guys just getting their necks extended. So with your partner, just work on getting your body taken, aiming, get your hip through, and going. Notice when I throw Diego, it's not, hi-ya, slam shaggy on his head, it's get my hips through, and roll into it. Now, if you're not quite there yet, get it up. We're pummeling. I'm going headlock. He snatches me up. Just work on your sag headlock. Aim, sag down to the mat. Sag your hip, make it as heavy as possible. You don't have to do all the things to get your hips through and expose your back and do all the stuff that you might not quite be good at yet. But we're in here. It gives me an option. Sag, throw it down. I'm not going to let him take my body. I'm not going to be a highlight reel. Any questions? You'll work that, and we'll have other groups on the crash pad. 1, 2.